some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Aurora. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Great place to start for this offense. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Irish! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Spartans have it back on. hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. It's Gant. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Spartans will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes! What a run to get them in there. He's out of bounds at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because You've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Looking to pass. It's Aurora. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do that, you change the whole offensive philosophy. When I'm getting tackles for losses and I'm...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense. We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not. That interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Madden. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold. A guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Aurora. Gets it out quickly. Lowers those pads. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Cotton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights. Good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression. Down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
sprinting away. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big playability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
He's looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Aurora. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no respect.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Aurora. It's complete on the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The offense changing the play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on first down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He wants to change this route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got some room, it was over. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Right back to it. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Aurora. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. On target over the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Aurora. Finds a man in the middle. And they're able to get him down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air, setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Aurora. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Roberts. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here come the Irish back on offense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Quickly complete. Plows through the defense. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Notre Dame right back to the line. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Roberts. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Finds his big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan.
Turning it on! The tag! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they win.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Roberts. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit over.